Hello. Do you hear me now? Hello. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Okay. So I think we are live now. I just want to share this one thing, and this is just to clarify what what is I believe is going to happen this year. Uh, this is concerning about there are many people who's trying to ask me whether which one will happen first. Is it the rapture or is it the tribulation? Well, if I have to tell you, or if I have to tell my story, this happened about maybe 10 or 11 years ago when I was still working in a company, and this is what happened. So, You know, I usually have a lot of dreams. I actually dream almost every day, but because they are common dreams, I would say, some of them, they're just repetitious. Like you don't remember them because they're so common. But about 11 years ago, I dreamt something that is very unusual. And when I dream of something unusual, usually uh, it pertains to something that will certainly happen. And this has happened to me many times since I started dreaming around, I think I was 20 years old. Now, the dream that I had about 11 years ago is what they call something related to the rapture. At that time, I do not know anything about this word rapture, but it was only about 1 or 2 weeks later after my dream that I started to learn about this so-called rapture. So my dream was about it was in one afternoon, one regular afternoon, when the sun was maybe around maybe 3 or 4 p.m. in a very bright blue sky, and then the sun was shining brightly, and yet as I walked towards the main door of our office, there is there I saw a lot of my colleagues looking at the sky. So, out of curiosity, I started looking too. So, when I look at the sky, I saw the sun. Seems like it's flickering, and then after a few moments, the sun burst into so many tiny little balls of light, as if the whole sky has been covered by these tiny lights. So I don't know. Have you seen like a planet showing up during the day in a blue sky? So it's like something like that. Like the whole sky is covered with all these white dots. And then as we wait and wait for what's going to happen next, we started seeing those small lights or white lights descending slowly to our planet. And then I think it was about maybe it was like maybe 6 p.m. or maybe even later than 6 p.m. when this round lights become so big that you can actually see what kind of entity they are. So as they come close to the ground, I've noticed that this ball of lights have wings, and then as they come across, or rather as they land behind certain individual, they would spread their wings, and then they would cover this individual, and all of a sudden the light, or the one with the wings and the one of the individual, disappear. They just disappear. And so because of that uh, extraordinary experience that I had in my dream, I woke up and I was asking myself, what was that all about? And then in the following days, I started researching what was that event all about. So most of my dreams are like this. Sometimes, if they become so unfamiliar, so strange, that's when I believe this thing can really happen. Because can you imagine something you're dreaming of and then you could not understand what it is? Okay, so this happens to me many times, and that was the dream I had about 11 years ago. So if you're going to ask me which one will go first, if it's the rapture or the tribulation, I can say that it will be the rapture. And from my own point of view, if the rapture will happen, and if this really happened as it happened in my dream, then I think after this rapture comes the 3 days of darkness. Okay, and then after the 3 days of darkness, there will be a lot of turmoil. I mean, so many disorders that people would panic, and therefore that would be the start of those 7 years of tribulation. And that's all I want to share for now. Thank you for those who have listened or who have watched this. I just want to share this in case you want to know. Thank you.